What's up, Slumber Yard? In today's video, we're talking about the best cheap, comfortable mattresses. So obviously, you would expect all mattresses to be comfortable, but we're gonna look at some really comfortable ones that won't break the bank. So in this video, I'm gonna go rather quickly because we got 6 mattress choices, but stick around and you can always check down below in that description box if you need more information about any of the picks on this list. But without further ado, let's just get right into it.
At the Slumber Yard, you know we work real hard to find the right bed for you. Save your money on it.
Okay, so before I get into all of the picks on this cheap, comfortable mattress list, I do want to say that all of these brands did send us these beds for free to review and tell you guys about them, but we compiled this list ourselves. And if you need any more information about these beds, always check down below in that description box. But I'm going to start off with the policy. So what are these beds going to be backed by if you do decide to order them? And they will all start with completely free shipping. These are all bed-in-a-box mattresses that'll ship right to your house. Now, once you get any one of these beds, you will have a sleep trial of at least 100 nights. And hopefully you do enjoy these beds, but if not, you can get a return option, and they're all backed by at least a 10-year warranty. And if you need any more information about those policies, you can always check down below in that description box. We will do more in-depth stuff on our individual mattress reviews, but let's just jump right into this list and talk about our first pick, which is the Nectar Mattress, and that's this bed sitting right next to me. And the reason that this bed has made this list is because it is affordable, but it has a really nice, dense, viscous memory foam feel. So the Nectar bed is a simple 3-layer all-foam bed, and like I mentioned, it will have mainly a memory foam feel. So when you do go to lay down on it, it'll kind of feel a little bit firm at first as you'll slowly sink into the bed, but then it will conform to the shape of your body and, have a lot of those memory foamy qualities. When you do push down, it might be slower to respond, so it might not be the best for anyone who changes between different sleeping positions at night, but just know it will catch up to you, That's just the nature of this dense memory foam feel. In terms of this bed's firmness, it's right around a medium firm on our firmness scale, so it can work for all sleeper types, but it might be slightly better for strict back or stomach sleepers since it is on that firmer end of things, and we just tend to notice that's what they tend to prefer. So some cool things about the Nectar mattress is that the brand backs it with a forever warranty and a full year sleep trial, so you basically get 365 nights to test this bed out before you really have to make your decision of whether you want to keep it or send it back, so that is pretty darn nice. A full year is basically the longest we see over here at the Slumber Yard. Now this bed is also available in 2 different construction versions. You can get an all-foam bed, which will be a little bit cheaper, or you can get one with pocketed coils, a hybrid model. And I'm going to talk about the all-foam bed just because it is the cheaper one, and this is a cheap, comfortable list. So for that queen size, you're looking at around the $660 mark for the Nectar mattress after discount, which is a pretty darn good deal for a bed of this quality. And the discount codes or the promotions that we do have, we will link down below in that description box. Now the next bed I have is the Bear Original from the brand Bear, and this bed is also going to have a memory foam feel, but it's not going to be as dense and viscous as the Nectar bed, instead a little bit more responsive. Now this bed is also a simple 3-layer all-foam bed, and in terms of its firmness, it's right between a medium and a medium firm, so again, slightly softer than the Nectar mattress, so it might work a little bit better for all sleeper types, but again, it can work for any sleeper type since it is close to that medium firmness. Now we personally love the Bear mattress because it is really affordable, it is quality, and it has really good motion isolation and edge support. That has to do with how well your bed will absorb mattress movement and stuff like that, and whether or not you can sleep close to that edge. And in terms of the Bear Original, it does great in that department, which is why it's always making tons of our best lists. Now Bear as a brand also has this special textile called Salient, which you can spend up and get attached to the cover of your mattress, or I guess it's not attached, but it's woven into the construction. But if you want any more information about that, check out our full review on the Bear mattress because we'll go into a lot more detail there. But in terms of this bed's price, it's around the $650 mark for the queen size after discount, which is again a really good deal. Anything below that $1,000 mark is pretty cheap for a bed. Now speaking of cheap, we're going to talk about the cheapest bed on this list, which is the Dreamfoam Hybrid. And Dreamfoam as a brand is actually owned by Brooklyn Bedding, who will have another bed that I'll mention a little bit later in this video. But in terms of the Dreamfoam Hybrid, this is a really nice quality bed that is darn affordable. It has pocketed coils by default, also a cooling cover, and a really neutral feel. So the last couple beds I mentioned have more of a memory foam feel, but this one will pretty much just be a soft hybrid foam feel. So that should work for most people or anyone who's a little bit indecisive. If you don't know exactly what you want, a feel like this will probably be right up your alley. And in terms of this bed's firmness, it's right around a medium on our firmness scale, so it should work for all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. And since it does have those pocketed coils by default, it should also work for all body types as well. So over here at the Slumber Yard, we usually recommend anyone above the 200 to 250 pound range should look into a bed with pocketed coils, just because it'll provide a lot more long-term support and durability for those bigger body types, but having that built into the Dreamfoam Hybrid is really nice. This bed is also made in Phoenix, Arizona, so if you like supporting American-made products, that could move the needle for you. And in terms of its price, the queen size goes for around the $600 mark after discount, so again, the cheapest bed on this list, but it still will be very quality. And if you need any more information about this bed, check down below in that description box, because we'll have some coupon codes down there, hopefully. Now the next bed I have for you is the Brentwood Home Cypress mattress, and the main reason that this bed made this list is because that it's available in a lot of different variations, so you can kind of pick and choose for what you want and have more of a tailored bed. So it comes in either an all foam or a hybrid model, and it comes as either an 11-inch or a 13-inch, their basic model or the luxe version. So if you wanted to choose between pocketed coils in combination with foams or just an all foam mattress, you have that choice right up top. And if you want something that's a little bit thinner, around 11 inches, or you want the more luxe version of the bed, you also have that choice as well. Now in terms of this bed's firmness, it should be right around a medium. It might slightly differ depending on which specific model you go with, but again, you can check out our full Brentwood Cypress review if you want to learn about, the ins and outs of all of that. And in terms of its feel, it's basically going to have a memory foam feel, pretty similar to something like the Bear mattress, but if you do get that version with pocketed coils, it will have a bit more bounce. Brentwood Home is also really good with their policies. They have a 25-year warranty and a full-year trial period, so that's pretty cool as well. And I know the brand in general is just very conscious of what kind of materials they're using and all that, so that could move the needle for any green thumbs out there. And in terms of this bed's price, it'll obviously depend on which version you go with, but if you get the all-foam 11-inch, the cheapest version, you're looking at around the $700 mark for the queen size, so, a pretty good deal for a bed of this high quality. And again, if you need any more information or you want to check out the deals that you can get with the Brentwood Home Cypress mattress, check down below in the description box. But let's move on to the DreamCloud mattress, another fan favorite, a bed that's always been making best lists over here at the Slumber Yard since I've been around and, basically since the whole online bed scene has been around. This is another bed that has pocketed coils by default, along with a full-year trial period and a lifetime warranty, so some really cool things right up top. And in terms of this bed's feel, it's basically going to be a firm memory foam one. Some could even qualify this bed to have a firm foam feel with a hint of memory foam, but those are basically the same. Now compared to the older versions of the DreamCloud bed, this will be a bit firmer in terms of feel and firmness. So with those coils in combination with those firmer foams, it will provide a ton of support. And you'll get a slight hint of memory foam. It won't be overwhelmingly, a memory foam bed. Now in terms of that firmness for the original DreamCloud with coils, we would say it's right around a medium firm, maybe even a bit firmer than that. So it will be best for back and stomach sleepers, but can work for anyone if you just want a bed that skews a bit firmer. So the queen size version of the DreamCloud, you can usually get after discount for around the $800 mark with, pocketed coils, which is pretty nice. And they also recently released a new version that is a memory foam version. It is going to be an all foam bed, and it will be slightly more expensive, but we will do a full review on that bed over here in the Slumber Yard very soon. So, you can definitely subscribe to keep up with that, or, check out this review if it's out already. But in general, DreamCloud just makes a really nice bed with some really consumer-friendly policies and that responsive memory foam feel that's right around a medium. But if you want a bed that's going to be a bit more, of a safe pick, you can check out the Brooklyn Bedding Signature Mattress. Now this is going to be the most expensive bed on this list, but it is quite quality, and we have had some people sleep on it over here on our team, and they really love it. It's got pocketed coils in combination with some foams and even some memory foam, but in terms of this bed's feel, it's going to basically have a neutral hybrid one. So the bed will be pretty responsive due to those coils, but in general, it will be pretty neutral and something that we say that most people should be able to get by with. Now the coolest part about the Brooklyn Bedding Signature is that it has a firmness choice, so you can choose between a soft, a medium, or a firm. We would usually recommend most people look into that medium or firm model just because beds tend to soften as you use them, and you'd rather have it start out a bit firmer and then get softer to your liking, rather than start out at the perfect softness and then get softer and then you don't like it anymore. You can also spend up a couple $100 extra and add a cloud pillow top to the top of the mattress that has a cooling feature inside of it as well. And that will pretty much change the feel from something that is neutral to have more of a neutral pillow top feel, so keep that in mind. But if you're going for the base model in a queen size, you're looking at around the $1,000 mark after discount. And again, any discounts that we will have with Brooklyn Bedding will be linked down below in that description box. And I know it's close to that $1,000 mark, you know, it's technically $999, so we're gonna still consider that a cheap mattress. But what did you guys think? You know, were there any beds that I missed on this list, or any that you would like to see in the next iteration of this one? Write us down below in those comments. And if you need any more information about any of the picks on this list, we've done full videos, you know, a ton of content about each and every one. You can check that out down below in that description box. But if you enjoyed this video, you know, we would really appreciate a thumbs up, and you can always subscribe to the Slumber Yard for so much more. But that's gonna do it for this one. I'm Wes, wishing you a good night's sleep.